Committee, and he joins us live from Philadelphia to talk about that. We're also going to talk to him about the new budget from President Obama that outlines a big shift in defense spending. Hey, Congressman, thank you very much. The hot news this morning, it's the topic on all of the radio talk shows, etc., is about whether or not Gitmo should be closed down. Republicans came out pretty strong today saying it should not be closed down. What is your take on that?
My take is that we could have kept Gitmo open as long as due process and habeas corpus was instituted there. But as a symbol around the world, the decision was made, which I can support, to close it. Now, what do we do with the detainees? You know, we've had over 10 terrorists already in the United States that are supermax and Leavenworth types of facilities here. We can handle this. The issue now is, how do we adjudicate under due process criminal, making sure that they're prosecuted appropriately? And that's where the issue is right now, with the president saying that he's going to go back to the military commissions, but make sure the appropriate laws are not using coercive types of tactics to get information, or hearsay, that he's going to tighten those up. We've got to see if he's done it appropriately, because we don't know the details yet.
I'm sort of curious about where are they going to go? I mean, that's what everybody really wants to know. Where do they land in the U.S.?
Well, just like, for example, when we had the World Tower in 1993 get attacked, we grabbed those terrorists off the streets and we threw them into the Supermax prison. Look, we can handle the hardest of criminals. This isn't hard to do. The issue is they're not coming into Wawa or the supermarket here. They're going into a jail to be tried.
Yeah, I don't want them at the Wawa. That's right. I just want to get a good Dr. Pepper and move on. All right, look, I have in my hand the new budget from the president. It weighs about a ton, like a New York City phone book. But there are some major changes in the defense spending, and a lot more being aimed at Afghanistan. As you look at these numbers, what do you see from the president?
I see a necessary refocus into Afghanistan, and really more than that, Pakistan. You know, a year ago when General Hayden, head of the CIA, said, which to me was very alarming, Al-Qaeda now has a safe haven in Pakistan. Our focus in this tragic misadventure in Iraq had to shift over there, and that's what we are doing. But the president's been dealt a pretty weak hand. In a sense, it's all dependent upon the political leaders having the Pakistani military stop focusing on India and begin counterinsurgency training. So what this budget does is increases the amount of money, not just for Afghanistan, but Pakistan, for counterinsurgency training and for beginning the developmental assistance that's needed to be done there. It's about Pakistan right now, not Afghanistan, and that's why you see so much money shifting over there.
Okay, fair enough, but we are reducing the amount of money we're aiming toward Iraq. Is that happening a bit too soon in your mind, or are you comfortable with where we are on that?
The amount of money in this budget has been underestimated for what we need in Iraq. I give you that.
Wow.
Yes, it has been. They're estimating that the total amount of money here is $130 billion. The Congressional Budget Office has actually said that over the next 10 years, 9 years, it's going to cost for the redeployment at least another $166 billion that has been estimated. And when the budget came across from the White House initially, they had as a straw man $50 billion for all contingency operations next year. No, again, we've underestimated what this cost is. And if you notice, General in Iraq has said he's keeping 1/5 of our military inside Baghdad and another major city where they're supposed to be out by 30 June. So it's obvious that this redeployment is going to take a little more time and a bit more money than has presently been programmed.
Congressman, thank you very much. We'll hear from Peter King, a